Welcome to Solar Age, the podcast that shines a light on the path to a brighter, more sustainable future. Join us as we explore the transformative power of technology in creating a Solarpunk world.
Hey everyone, for all of you Solar Age podcast fans out there, we're going on a deep dive today that's tailor-made for you.
Sounds exciting.
We're taking a Solarpunk lens to this fascinating interview with Ben Goertzel.
Oh yeah, I saw that one where he was on the Skeptic channel, right?
That's the one.
Yeah.
He's a leading AI researcher, and he really gets into how technology can actually push us toward a brighter future.
I love that.
One that aligns with a lot of those Solarpunk ideals.
I think what's so cool about Goertzel is how he sees technology as this force that can reshape society. Not just solve everyday problems, but really change how we understand ourselves and the world around us.
Yeah, like a force for positive disruption.
Exactly. And he really dives into this idea that we're right on the edge of this era of incredible abundance and these radical shifts.
Okay, so let's break this down because there's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah.
One of the things that really stood out to me was when he talked about the crazy speed of technological advancements. He used self-driving cars as an example.
Right.
You know, it seems like just yesterday they were pure science fiction.
Totally.
And now they're practically everywhere.
It's crazy how fast things are changing.
It really is. And that got me thinking, what if we apply that same exponential growth to other areas?
Right. What?
Like renewable energy, sustainable living, biotech. Imagine a world where clean energy is practically limitless.
Oh, wow.
We're growing food in vertical farms right in our cities. And personalized medicine can, prevent health problems before they even start.
That would be incredible.
That's the kind of future I'm talking about.
It's not just sci-fi anymore.
Exactly. It's about using tech to build a world that's fairer,
Yeah.
more sustainable.
More in line with those core Solarpunk values.
Yes. Okay, but here's where things get even more interesting.
Okay.
Goertzel believes that what he calls AGI,
AGI.
artificial general intelligence, could totally revolutionize our economic and social structures.
Okay, I'm listening.
Imagine a world where human labor doesn't have the same economic value anymore because AI could do so much.
So you're saying, what if we don't have to work?
Kind of. But of course, there are a lot of questions about how that would actually work.
Yeah, for sure.
Could it lead to mass unemployment?
Yeah.
Social unrest?
Yeah, those are big concerns.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But what if we look at it from a different perspective? A Solarpunk perspective.
I like where this is going.
What if this disruption actually opens the door to a world where scarcity is a thing of the past?
Oh,
A
wow.
world where everyone's basic needs are met.
Okay.
So we're free to pursue our passions, be creative, build stronger communities.
So instead of being afraid of AI taking our jobs,
Yeah,
we see it as an opportunity to free ourselves from the grind.
exactly. Think about your own life.
Okay.
How would it change if you didn't have to work a traditional job?
That's a great question, I think.
It really makes you rethink everything
It does. It really does.
about how we live, how society is structured, like a blank canvas.
A chance to start fresh.
But of course, a shift that big would come with some huge questions too.
Yeah, how do we actually make that transition happen?
Exactly. How do we make sure everyone benefits and it doesn't just create new problems?
Right. We don't want to just replace one system of inequality with another.
That's a really important point. And Goertzel talks about that too. He's very clear that this wouldn't be a simple fix-all.
Right.
He emphasizes that we need new social contracts,
Yeah.
new ways of distributing resources,
To make sure everyone benefits.
and safeguards to prevent technology from widening the gap between the haves and have-nots.
That makes a lot of sense. We can't just assume technology will automatically solve our problems.
Right, it's about being intentional
Hmm.
and designing systems that actually create a more equitable world.
So it's not just about dreaming up a utopia.
No,
It's about being realistic about the potential downsides too.
absolutely. It's about balancing that optimism about technology's potential
Yeah,
with a clear-eyed understanding of the challenges and the work we need to do.
I like that balance.
Yeah. It's like he's saying, hey, we have this amazing tool. Let's figure out how to use it wisely to create a world that works for everyone.
And that's the key, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
And it's not just about economics either. He also talks about how AI could revolutionize the way we govern ourselves.
Really? How so?
He talks about the potential for moving beyond nation states toward more decentralized,
Okay.
collaborative models of governance.
Interesting.
Imagine AI helping us tackle climate change
Wow.
or global resource management
Yeah,
in a way that's actually effective.
that would be huge.
You really would. And it could empower communities to find solutions that work for them.
I love that idea of like local solutions for a global problem.
Me too. And his insights go beyond the practical too.
Really? In what way?
He gets into some really fascinating philosophical stuff about how technology could impact our understanding of consciousness.
Oh, wow. Tell me more.
He's actually open to the concept of panpsychism.
Panpsychism.
Yeah, the idea that consciousness isn't limited to humans,
Whoa.
but exists in some form in all matter.
That's deep.
Right. And he even talks about his work with robots.
Like Sophia.
Yeah. And how they learn, interact, and even seem to express emotions.
That's pretty mind-blowing.
It really is.
Yeah.
And it raises some huge questions about the nature of intelligence.
It makes you wonder what it actually means to be conscious.
Totally. And I think it ties in beautifully with that Solarpunk emphasis on interconnectedness
Yeah.
and respect for the natural world.
Like, if consciousness isn't just a human thing, then how does that change our relationship with nature?
Exactly. Could AI actually help us connect with the intelligence of the natural world in a deeper way?
It's a fascinating thought.
It really is.
Yeah.
And then he goes on to talk about this concept he calls the consciousness explosion.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. What's that?
He suggests that as AI evolves, it could lead to entirely new forms of consciousness,
Whoa.
which could totally expand our understanding of what it means to be sentient.
Like AI becoming conscious in ways we can't even imagine.
Exactly. And maybe even blurring the lines between human and artificial intelligence.
That's a whole other level of disruption.
It really is. And it highlights how important it is to approach this whole thing with a sense of responsibility.
Yeah, we can't just let AI develop unchecked.
Definitely. We need to make sure it enhances our understanding of consciousness, not diminishes it.
That's a crucial point.
So as we explore this potential Solarpunk future, it's about balancing that sense of wonder and excitement
Yeah.
with a commitment to ethical development and making sure these disruptions lead us to a world where technology amplifies our humanity.
I like that amplifies our humanity.
It's about making sure it makes us more connected to nature and each other.
Not less.
Exactly. But before we get too ahead of ourselves,
Okay.
let's take a closer look at what these disruptions might actually mean for our everyday lives.
Sounds good. I'm ready. It's like standing on the edge of something totally new, you know? Like we could really use AI to build something incredible.
It's exciting to think about all the possibilities.
It is, but we gotta make sure it benefits everyone.
That's where the idea of abundance comes in. You know, that Solarpunk vision where our basic needs are met, so we're free to pursue our passions.
Yeah, what if scarcity was just like a bad memory?
Right.
Yeah.
But how do we actually get there? How do we navigate that shift?
That's the million-dollar question. It's not gonna be easy.
Yeah.
Goertzel actually suggests we might need to rethink our whole economic model.
Like what kinds of things?
He talks about things like universal basic income,
Interesting.
you know, as a way to make sure everyone has enough as AI starts changing the job market.
It makes sense to think about those kinds of safety nets.
And he's really passionate about making sure the developing world isn't left behind.
That's so important.
Yeah.
We can't just assume that everyone will benefit equally from these technological advancements.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that we're all interconnected and making sure everyone has the opportunity to thrive.
So it's not just about the tech itself.
No.
It's about building the right systems alongside it.
To support a just and equitable transition for everyone.
It's about making sure technology uplifts humanity.
And remembering that technology is a tool.
Yeah.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or bad.
It all comes down to how we choose to use it.
Exactly. That's where the Solarpunk perspective comes in.
Right. It's not about ignoring the potential problems
No, it's about being aware of them.
and working to create solutions.
It's about finding that balance between progress and responsibility.
I like that. So coming back to that question we started with,
About whether tech can solve our social and political problems.
yeah. Is a world like that really possible?
I think Goertzel would say yes, but it's not going to happen overnight.
It's going to take effort
From all of us.
to challenge old ways of thinking.
And work together to steer this technological revolution in the right direction.
So it's not just about being passive observers.
Nope. We need to be active participants shaping the future alongside these powerful technologies.
So what are some of the big questions we should be asking ourselves as we move forward?
Well, as AI gets more and more advanced, we need to think about the ethical implications.
Like what?
For example, if AI can diagnose diseases better than human doctors.
Right.
How do we ensure everyone has access to that kind of healthcare?
That's a great point. Access and equity are going to be huge.
Huge. And what about creativity?
Yeah. What happens to human expression if AI can create art and music?
Does it become less valuable?
Or does it take on a whole new meaning?
Those are questions we need to grapple with.
Definitely. It makes you think about our sense of identity and purpose in a world where AI can do so much.
Goertzel talks about that too.
He does.
Yeah, he dives into some pretty mind-blowing ideas.
Like what?
Like, what if we could merge human consciousness with AI?
Whoa.
Or experience reality through the senses of a robot?
That sounds like something straight out of science fiction.
It does. But who knows what the future holds?
It's both exciting and a little scary to think about.
It is. We're on the verge of something completely new.
Uncharted territory.
And that's where those Solarpunk principles become so important.
Collaboration, sustainability, social justice.
Those are our guiding lights.
As we navigate this new landscape.
It's about making sure this technological revolution leads us to a world where humanity can flourish.
Not just survive.
And that brings up another fascinating point that Goertzel makes.
How's that?
Even if AI solves a lot of our current problems,
Yeah.
it's likely to create new ones.
New challenges we can't even anticipate.
Exactly. We're going to have to be adaptable and willing to embrace the unknown.
So as we continue exploring this potential solarpunk future, we need to stay curious,
Yeah.
stay open-minded.
And stay grounded in those principles of collaboration, sustainability, and social justice.
What Goertzel lays out is a really powerful vision,
It is.
one that challenges us to rethink everything.
From our economic systems
To our very understanding of consciousness.
it's about harnessing the power of technology to create a world where humanity can thrive in harmony with nature and each other.
And as we go deeper into this exploration, we want to hear from you.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
How do you envision your life in a world transformed by AI?
What new challenges and opportunities would you embrace?
Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's continue this conversation together.
It really does feel like we're at this turning point, you know?
Yeah.
Like where the old ways of doing things just don't cut it anymore.
Like a whole new chapter is about to begin.
Exactly. And with AI, it feels like we have a chance to write that chapter in a way that benefits everyone.
But it's also kind of scary, right? Like we're stepping into the unknown.
But yeah, there's definitely uncertainty.
But that's also part of the excitement.
Totally. Like, think about all the possibilities that are opening up.
It's like Goertzel was saying, what happens when AI solves all our problems?
What do we do then?
What gives our lives meaning and purpose in a world of abundance?
It's a huge question.
It really is. It's like,
Yeah.
what do we do for fun when the robots are doing all the work?
I think it challenges us to rethink our relationship to work. And leisure, creativity, like everything.
What if work wasn't a necessity but a choice?
That would change everything.
It would. How would we structure our lives?
Well, it would give us a sense of purpose.
It's not just about replacing human labor with robots.
No.
It's about redefining what it means to be human.
What it means to live a meaningful life.
I love that idea.
Mhm.
It's almost like a return to the Renaissance ideal of the polymath,
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
where people were encouraged to explore all sorts of different fields.
To learn for the sake of learning.
Exactly. Imagine an education system that focuses on curiosity and creativity.
Rather than just job training.
That would be incredible.
Huh.
And art and music wouldn't just be about making money.
Right. It would be about expression.
Connection.
Beauty.
It's about shifting from a mindset of scarcity to a mindset of abundance.
In every aspect of our lives.
Material resources,
Creativity.
compassion.
Connection.
I think that's what Solarpunk is all about.
It's a vision of a future where we've overcome those limitations.
And embraced a world of possibilities.
I think Goertzel gives us a glimpse of how we might get there.
He definitely challenges us to think big.
And to remember that we have the power to shape the future.
It's not predetermined.
It's up to us to decide what kind of world we want to create.
And with technology like AI, we have more tools than ever before.
To make that world a reality.
So to all of you listening out there,
All you Solarpunk fans,
we want to hear your thoughts.
what are your hopes and dreams for the future?
How do you see AI transforming our world?
What role do you want to play in shaping that future?
Share your ideas in the comments.
Let's continue this conversation together.
Let's build that Solarpunk future we all dream of.
It's within our reach.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a great conversation.
And until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.
And remember, the future is what we make it.
If you enjoyed this episode of The Solar Age, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you won't miss any future episodes. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below about what resonated with you or share any ideas you'd like us to explore in upcoming episodes. Let's keep the conversation about a brighter future going.